the best thing Kyle Burrow can learn from watching Lamar Jackson?
First of all, the other teams can learn from the Bengals. I think they have the best mask game in the league. The logo and the number on Burrow's mask is a 10 out of 10. It looks great.
Exactly what I was talking about, man. Even my boys at Good Morning Football know, man, the swag that comes along with these masks you getting is not just a cultural thing. It's a flag, baby. The team and the logo.
The team, baby. It's about the team. And what you get all the gear. The NFL, MLB, and the NBA Finals. You got to get it all, baby. Pretty Chubbs, what else you got?
You get WWE, you got DC Comics, and you got Nickelodeon. Check it out, HPC 10. HPC 10.
And of course, make sure to check in to the bad guys, HPC 2 Sweet on IG and Twitter. And make sure to catch us live Thursday Night Live on YouTube. Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots. You're welcome.
Heels, Pop, Chair Shots. I know what it is. Don't get hit by one. It's your boy Bow Wow, and I'm hanging out with the homies, man. These are my guys. This is where we talk about everything, wrestling, you know what I'm saying? You name it. Like, this is just the spot. This is what we do. And we're going to continue to do it. That's where we shoot the...
Welcome back to Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots, Wrestling's Entertainment Champions. Oh, ain't this special? His new hit, My Pain, is blowing up the iTunes right now as we speak. He's no stranger to social media, and he promises to do a better splash than Uncle Snoop. Ladies and gentlemen, coming down the aisle, making his debut at Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots. We about to shoot the ish with our boy, Bow Wow. Talk to a minute.
What's good? Definitely gonna do it. Definitely gonna do away with this frog splash that Mom and Snoop. For sure. For sure.
I think he was sober, yo. I think he was sober. That was the problem, yo.
Yo, oh man, Uncle's hilarious, man. That dude right there that's a legend, man.
He's living his best life right now. He's living his best life.
Listen, when you become best friends with Martha Stewart, you know you're an incredible human being. Like shit, the 6 degrees of separation there is ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
yo,
man,
did you know?
Nah, but you know, Unc is always like dibbled and dabbed into wrestling. You know what I mean? And with him, he's always been the type of celebrity, like he's one of the few that can really do anything in the realm of entertainment. So like you said, him even cooking with Martha, and then he'll go wrestle, and then he'll go to Jamaica and become a Rastafarian, and then he'll leave there and go coach a football team, and like he's just always just doing something, and it's so inspiring. And for me, that's somebody who I kind of, you know, imitate my career after. And you know, I think that's why when I said, look, I want to do this. So anytime I say anything outlandish, it can sound outlandish to a lot of other people, but to me, it's like, shit, I don't think it is. This is what I want to do. And he inspires me so much because he just lets me know, like, yo, bro, you can be a rapper your whole life and that shit'll get boring. And then the fans will run to someone else who starts to become cooler and is doing more than you. Or you can get hot at one thing and then let that open up the floodgates for so many other things that you can dabble into. So for me, I was like, yo, I want that type of career where it's just no ceiling on what I'm doing. Like, don't just categorize me as an actor or a rapper. Like, and when it comes to entertainment is entertainment. Then I want it all. I'm coming for anything and everything. So
your goal is to be the best entertainer, right?
Yeah.
Like that's your category.
Most definitely.
Okay.
Most definitely.
But you have done yourself quite a job so far, man. A lot of inspiration, like you said, from Uncle Snoop. But I recently saw a podcast you did over at Hot 97. Great episode. It covered a lot of your story, man. But I noticed something. At the very end, you didn't really get your shine in with Rosenberg, and you threw that in there. You was like, yo, Rosenberg, what's up? I didn't need to talk wrestling. So
yeah, I threw him off with that one. He knows that though. Like the thing with me is a lot of things. Like let's break it down since we are here. So when I even announced, like, yo, fuck it, man, I want to wrestle. Like, why not? I want to do this shit. And if I do it, I really want to do it for real. I don't really want to go in there like, oh, I know I'm bad. Like that's gonna come with it, but I don't get into shit and don't want to know the ins and outs or, you know, the foundation of what's really going on. Like we've been watching wrestling since we were kids, right? So we've all been on the bed and, used the wall as the ropes, and we all had the wrestling
Absolutely.
buddies. We've done with the pillow.
Hit somebody
was
a little too hard. Yep.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? My
Got
pillow
suspended
was,
for Stone Cold Stunning. Yep.
all of that. You know what I'm saying? Get suspended for wearing the DX t-shirts to school, which were banned which were like totally on the ban list at in Reynoldsburg, Ohio. So
I thought I was the only one. Shit.
Oh no, definitely not. Definitely not. So a lot of things that people don't know about me, it's like I let them in, when I want to let people in, really. And it kind of just threw my fault. It kind of just let me put my phone on do not disturb because, folks be trying to call all the time.
Yo, you busy, dog? You busy?
Man, very busy.
Yeah, but I'm gonna turn my FaceTime off too because they need to leave me the hell alone while we talking. Man. This is important right here. You know what I mean? This is important.
No. Well, that's what I wanted you to be able to express yourself here tonight, man. I haven't seen much you doing much talk about wrestling, so I wanted you to, let loose and air out and show the fans about your wrestling side and all of that, man.
Yeah. I think it came left field because, I mean, first of all, you look at height and you look at stature and different things like that. But for me, wrestling has been a part of my life. Like, I never was the type of kid growing up to watch cartoons. That really was my thing. I couldn't deal with shit that was too far, like, from reality. Like, I can't get into pigs talking. And like fucking, it's just weird to me. Like I never got into that. So,
damn. So no Space Jam 2 for you.
No, I'm definitely gonna support it. I'm definitely gonna watch that.
Okay.
Shout out to my
and Ohio.
Yeah, I gotta support that. Plus, the director, he directed Roadbound, so the director.
Space Jam. So,
Malcolm D. Lee. Yeah, shout out to Malcolm.
That's dope.
Yeah, man. So it just came left field because people never really see me talk about it throughout my career, but I also never been asked about it. Like nobody never just flat out. Out of all the questions people have asked me when I've done interviews, no one has ever. They always say, "Did you have a normal childhood growing up?" That's as close as they get to me. Even getting close to wrestling without getting too close. But it's always been a major thing for me, man. I remember going to Blockbuster, and when Blockbuster was popping, just going straight to the wrestling section. You remember how they used to have everything on the VHS? The Royal Rumble 92, 93. I mean, just WrestleMania, everything. Okay. And for me, I was just all into that. From that, then collecting all the action figures. I remember, like, before the Fame even hit, one thing we used to do on the school bus was, I'll bring a couple action figures, the ones I couldn't find, the ones that was hard for me to get. Maybe a couple of my boys will have them, and we'll trade. We'll do a trade-off. Like, all right, I done played with these already. But when I get they shit, the arm broke, the arm broke.
Man, we got the shitty end of the deal.
Yeah, man.
You got hustle, man. You got hustle.
No lariat action.
Nah. Yeah, man. So wrestling was a big thing for me. And just a quick story, like, I remember when Jermaine Dupri first signed me and he realized, right before I put my first record out, I told him, I said, I love wrestling. And I was probably like 11 at the time, right? Right before I was about to drop my first single, and he takes me somewhere. So we going somewhere. We're gonna take Bow somewhere tonight. And this one really made me want to sign the So Def was the fact that I'm like, damn, we going to the Georgia Dome. What the hell's that? Why? Go through the back. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, that JD. I'm like, stop. That's the big boss man. I'm like, we gotta take a picture real quick. So he hit me with a picture, and I'll never forget. And if Jermaine was right here, say, "Oh my God, I want to kill Bow after this." Stone Cold comes out, and they start fighting or whatever. I'm going crazy. This is like my first real wrestling match. I'm like, oh shit, like it's here, and they start fighting in the audience. Yo, when I tell you, I left Jermaine and them and everybody and ran down so fast to just get in that shit. And like that was like
you didn't say nothing? They didn't just stop you nothing? Damn.
No, and I wasn't even famous yet, so Jermaine was like, yo, go get his little ass. Like, what is he doing?
That's my investment. Come on.
yeah, but after that day, bro, I signed, man. I was like, I'm signing. And, for me, like I say, a lot of people just don't, people just don't pay attention to certain things. Like, there's so many clips on YouTube that I put out on my actual YouTube page, me going to WrestleMania when I lived in Miami, me backstage with The Rock. I think it was like me, Machine Gun Kelly, we was all together. Like me going to WrestleMania. Then it's a dope, iconic photo of, it's crazy because my real name is Shad, and it's me and Shad at MSG. We have front row seats. And it's a picture I got in my phone too, of him dapping me up. And you know, that was a play. I've been to so many matches I can't even like really like just put a finger on them all.
Wow.
So let's talk about that. Hold on. Let's talk about that, where it all started, where it all began. What was that first moment for you that you remember like watching wrestling? Not so much in person, but like what was it that captivated you, or who was it that really got your attention?
Ultimate Warrior did it.
Warrior. See, I would have never said that. All right, yeah.
The face paint?
I wasn't a Hogan fan. Yeah,
Okay.
He did it for me. He did it for me.
You knew back then.
I knew it. And then it was it was like the outfits and how he would switch the color schemes up. I'm like, yo, with so many ways he could do that. Like, I love, you know, he has some of the best, like, oh my God, promos. Like, because he just went off the wall. You know, God rest his soul, but you just never knew where he was gonna go with it. Like,
neither did he.
I know. That's what made it so great. And I never was a big Hogan fan, believe it or not. Like I know he was like the LeBron or the Michael Jordan of what they, Hogan was that thing, but I never bought into Hogan. It was the Ultimate Warrior, and then from the Warrior, it started growing. I love the Rockers. They were like my favorite tag team. Them and Demolition. Yeah, them and Demolition was my favorite. I really didn't care for Legion of Doom like that because I like Demolition. So I'm like, I'm not gonna roll with. Yeah, Demolition was hard. Like
you got to think with streamers and face paint.
They were hard though. You know what I'm saying? When they used to come with just the black, like when they used to just have the sheets on with the eyes out, the all black joints, and just walk to the ring. Oh my God, like I used to think, I was like, them dudes are some badass dudes. I love them. And then from then, as we start graduating into like early 90s, mid, then I start getting into the Bret Hart lane really tough.
Okay.
Then Shawn Michaels became like the dude for me because I was like, yo, he get the ladies. The ladies love him. It's like the first, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then from there, man, it just kept growing, and then you start entering the Attitude Era, and then that's when we just start really being badass kids and badass young men and telling everyone to suck it and that whole entire thing. So yeah, man, like I said, it's been a part of my life.
A lot of shit that would be canceled right now.
Oh, big time. Listen, there's so much shit that I look back at some of the matches because I watch them all on YouTube, and I'm like, this did not work today. Like the Stephanie McMahon versus Vince fight, that match would never happen ever in this era. No way.
And any of the Vince angles, like
yeah, for real. Vince got a whole lot of sus.
I feel like they keep adding. It feels bad to say, but I'm gonna have to say it. They keep adding, women into the Hall of Fame, and you gotta look back. Like, did Vince violate them on screen?
Oh my God,
that's a real thing.
Yo,
that's a real thing.
You out of pocket, yo.
Not even
go to the
that,
network.
Vince was violating them in the ring, like, like, full on, like bodies. Yo, I'm talking about Vince.
Have you seen this friend of Trish? Come on now.
Yo, hold on. Yo, I'll never forget. Right, one of my first wrestling crushes, like hard, right, was Sable. When it was like when Sable was at her peak, right? Like that was just like, oh man,
the paste.
The handprints are supposedly Vince's hands, are they not? That's the rumor. That's the rumor. Allegedly, right? You got to sprinkle that allegedly on that.
Yeah. Damn, no, I never knew that. That's gonna have me going back. On the internet.
I was like, I will smell Vince's hands. Nah, but so dope, right? So like we started with Demolition, right? Shawn Michaels, I think, has always like kind of set off that era for me, and I appreciate you bringing him up.
Yeah, 100%.
So have you been like keeping up with this? Like, have you been keeping up with wrestling? Have you been watching? Have you been interested in what's going on?
So I'm gonna show you how much of a fan I am. Just like the other millions of fans that as you grow older, you start getting into different shit, right? And it's similar to like, in a way when Michael Jordan retired from me, I'm like, what's next? Like, once he goes, it's over. Like, it's going to be a big transition and shit's not going to be the same. And for me, I fell out of love with wrestling for maybe a couple of years, probably. And I was just like, all the real ones are gone now. Like, it's just not the same. you know, the superstars aren't really stars. I mean, after The Rock and Cena, like after I'm just like, it's just, you know, I just started noticing, me being an actor, I'm like, guys with their promos, they're not good. I'm like, it's just, oh my God, I just can't take it. Until I said, oh shit, what is, like, oh God, who is this dude? Like, this is some different shit. Okay, Vince is a genius. Okay, Vince, you about to bring the old, you about to get me back all the way back now. You got me tuning in, you got me paying attention. Yo, when Bray Wyatt became the fucking Fiend, for me, it fucked me up. I'm like, yo, okay, whoa. Now we talk. Like, that made me grab my seat and pull up. Like, all right, now this shit different. And the head in the fucking
the lantern,
the lantern. Then he's there. Then he's not there. Then the spin on the fucking funhouse thing. They like pull the kids in. Then he's fucking crazy as shit. The Fiend's outfit, his wardrobe, off top, that fucking mask is probably one of the best masks that I've seen in a long time from any wrestler in the WWE, from any wrestler. So it worked. Like, he drew me back in. Like, bro, you don't understand. Like, I bought the WWE 2K20, 2K19 and 20, just because of fucking the Fiend, just so I could play with this motherfucker. Like,
I feel sorry for you then.
Yeah,
because the 2019, the glitches, man, fuck.
Yeah,
what happened?
2020 sucked too.
Nah, 20
impression.
20 I was getting busy with him, but I mean, then I Reigns, of course, Randy Orton, those type of guys, you know. But like I said, man, it hurt me for a little bit as a fan, bro. Like, to see the real ones just go, like, and it's all about, you know, cats want to do other things too. So I understand. Like, you got Batista doing his thing right now in Hollywood and different things of that nature. But man, it was just sad being that the WWE was so much a part of my life, and then to, you know, and it was one of those things where I said, I'll never go out of this shit. Like, I would never. I don't care how much money I make. I don't care how big of, you know, me being Bauer. I will never in life trade or turn my back on wrestling. But just like millions of other fans, man, it hurt me for a minute. I'm like, man, I'm not seeing anything that's keeping me. The storylines, I was having a hard time. It just became very cheesy. Just, you know, the acting, it wasn't right. And I just felt that the Fiend character just felt like it was like a fresh breath of air. It was something new. It was hard. It was some shit we ain't seen with the red lights, the eerie music, the how he's there, that he's not there. And I'm like, listen, I've done a lot of shit on tour. I don't know how the fuck this dude is there and then he's gone. Like, there's no, like, is he sitting underneath the fucking ring all so long? Like,
listen,
what the fuck is he doing?
But he's agile. like fucking Spider-Man, we don't know.
You know what I mean? But he got me back into it, man. And to the point where he started bringing the love back, and my boys will come over. My boys, they not into wrestling, so they'll come over like, yo, bro, if you don't turn this shit off so we can play, man, I'm like, yo, dog, stop. Like, I gotta complete my...
It's a hard sell. Yeah, it's a very hard sell.
I'm like, I'm building my schedule out. I'm creating my matches. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing 2 if I'm taking that off. Not that really important like that. Give me ball. Let me set up all my shit. Like,
that's exactly what Vince does. That's exactly how Vince does it. He's like 205.
Oh, that's the beautiful thing about jumping in when you said at this point, right? Because even for us, we had moments where we kind of slipped aside. Not Victor Villain. Victor Villain was in Bret Hart fan that was wishing he came back and never let go. You know what I mean? But no shade. But I was a Bret Hart fan too. But I think also, like, the eras you're talking about, you have generational talent. You know, that word's been used a lot in sports, and the was just full of that, man. And not for nothing, even for Vince, who's calling all the shots, to go from generational talent, you know, imagine going from coaching Michael Jordan to not having to go to somebody like Mike
Scalabrini and shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. That's a big drop off.
And I'm sure Vince has felt like that as well. You know, and it shows. Definitely, it's at another place now. So, like, my question to you is, have you been able, especially when WWE let you down, have you been able to venture outside of that? Have you been to, like, independent shows? What company?
No, I haven't. I haven't. I have not been to any independent shows, which I believe gotta be fucking insane and dope. And the reason why I said is because you're talking about the guys who are starting at the bottom, who are hungry as shit, right? And who are just wanting to get that one shot, that one opportunity. And it's the same way with why some people prefer college basketball over the pros. They feel like, well, they're getting all this money and they're playing for a different reason, where these kids in college, these motherfuckers are trying to go, which makes the competition a little tougher, right? So, and once I said, like, yo, I want to wrestle, it was a lot of independent guys that were like tweeting me, a lot of wrestlers that was tweeting like, yo, bro, like, you should come to start at this circuit. Like, you should come check this shit out so you can really see the meat and gravy and how this shit really is. So, and I respect the guys on the come up, you know what I'm saying, on the underground circuit, because they're stars in their own rights. When they hit these markets, when they hit these towns and they're doing this shit, like, these guys are a big deal. And they do end up climbing the ranks and making it to the WWE. You know what I'm saying? And if not there, then other, you know, the other, well, I would say the competition, if that's what you want to call it. But yeah, man, I have so much respect. But no, I haven't gotten a chance to actually go to one. But I think once me and Rikishi lock in, I don't know what he has planned, but I'm sure if I tell him like, yo, I want to like, let's just go to one or whatever, then I'm sure he'll be like this. Oh, that's easy. That definitely, that's nothing. And he hits them all the time. Rikishi, he hits them all the time. So I'm definitely looking forward to going to my first one. But no, I haven't been to one yet.
Yo, it's good to see that. It's good to see that it's not all hate though, because you know when you talked about Twitter, I thought I was about to go to that direction, but it's dope to see you actually have talent hitting you up with real love and giving you suggestions and opening up. You know what I mean? And that's beautiful to see, because it hasn't been all that. Even myself, I got listen. I saw you. I saw you. You saw me? Okay. I'm glad you saw me, because we here, right? And listen, even myself, like you mentioned in your life, you know, you didn't publicize too much, like, you know, wrestling was part of your life like that. Yeah. And that's and especially a person like yourself that you're involved in so many different industries. People know so much about you. The things I know about you now after researching, I shouldn't know. That's you. It's crazy. And I didn't know you were such a fan, man. And hearing you talk right now, man, introducing your history, the fact that you were a Demolition fan, that's something you're a fan. You know what's real. Because Demolition was being bootleg, but Demolition was fucking awesome.
Yeah, Demolition was dope, man. And to me, I feel like, look, that era is just so, and you know, we call it the golden era. That's what they call the golden era. You know, it was, oh my God, man, it was just amazing. It just felt like everyone was a star from, I mean, you name it, man. Like the characters, you really believed it. You know, Brutus the Barber B. I mean, you just had so many guys. Jake the Snake. Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect was my dude, by the way. I still feel like he's one of the. That's my dude. Mr. Perfect's my dude. But Bret Hart had to whoop that ass real quick and really show him that, you know.
Real quick.
Really had to get him
real quick.
Yeah,
let's not talk about the WWE shit. Like, let's leave that aside. The WWE shit does say that. That shit to the side. That's his whack.
I never. And you know what's so crazy, bro? Back when I was growing up, I never could get into WCW. It just, I don't know why, but it was tough for me to get into. And I know there was that split, like, cause people like the new thing, but for me, I don't know if it was the yellow ropes and the gray mat, and I don't know what it was for me. I don't know if it was the wrestlers. I wasn't really. It didn't connect with me the way the WWE connected with me. And then to touch back on what you were saying, the reason why I never really let the internet or things that I say, or, you know, when I put them out there and people want to react to it, it don't bother me, because I feel like there's a disconnection, like what you just said, bro. Damn, I didn't know all this shit. You know what I mean? So now it's like, you know, that's why you guys have this platform. So when people watch, it's like, oh shit. No, you know, last week we had a lot of negative shit to say, where we still gonna think he's gonna get his ass kicked when he gets in it. That's cool. But we didn't know that. Okay, we understand now. You know what I mean? So, of course. And it's just a disconnect, and it's all about just bridging that gap. And, you know, that's how I've always reacted when it comes to the internet. Like, oh, they just don't know me. You know what I mean? They only judging me off of what I've given them and what the media puts out there. But if they kick with me or really watch it or really, like, spend time around me, they'll hear, you know, me on my phone at 2 a.m. after I just smoked the blunt and I'm just chilling and I'm just off the top rope on theory. Oh my God, there we go. and my boys just look over like, yo, bro, you watching fucking wrestling. I'm like,
Yo.
I'm like, this takes me to a special place, bro. I
There you
can run
go.
away from all this Bow Wow shit.
There you
like,
go.
This when I was like 7 years old, bro. This shit,
Mhm.
yeah,
It's an escape.
y'all motherfuckers.
It's an escape.
Y'all watch Dragon Ball Z? I don't do animation. I like wrestling. This is what I like to do. So,
Facts.
yeah.
Facts. Wow. Let me tell you, that's the beautiful thing about having this platform, that we ourselves have been able to know that the wrestling community is a welcoming place. And yo, there's so much love out there. And if you go to shows, like the energy, like what you just explained, and like you feel like nobody else knows, that you feel like you found your spot. I mean, there's a lot of sketchy motherfuckers too. I'm not gonna lie. You know, a lot of badges need to be had. But it's an amazing experience, bro. Like, honestly, getting to work with talent, getting to interview talent, and then to see them at work and to see them progress. You know what I'm saying? Every level that they're going to, we're like, damn, we saw it from back then. Because, like what you said, we saw shit, all of us here, because we're all the same age. We saw shit that all just stayed with us, right?
Right.
It stayed with us, and it kept us yearning for more. And that's where you at. Heads up, man. The fucking ring sucks.
Oh, listen, I keep telling my boys, man, you know, I had to make a call. I had to call Soldier because, you know, I was like the first rapper.
We heard.
Yeah, we
listen,
sure did.
I said, yo, Soldier, listen, you fucking Randy Orton. Whoa, now, Soldier, I want you to understand something. All right, now, I'm the guys that I'm going at on a weekly basis and who I'm talking and fucking with and picking with. Okay, now this motherfucker got like 6.5 million fans. Now he's not one of those guys that needs my tweets or your retweets. This guy's a star. Randy Orton is there.
And
You
the
leave
dangerous
him
man.
alone. You leave him the fuck alone, right? And that's just not somebody who you just want to go fuck with like that. You know what I mean? So fuck with the Miz. So you should have with the Miz. That would be better.
That's what Bunny did.
Like that's what
You know
you
what I mean?
do, right? And it's just, man, it's just inspiring, man. You know, I saw a clip of Bad Bunny at the Heat game when he did the Triple H and he spit out his water. And I thought they was gonna kick him the fuck out of American Airlines Arena for that. And
like, I tried that shit.
Oh, they're gonna kick me. They're gonna be happy to kick me out, and I'm gonna be all me. Your mouth spits on people, and that'll be all that.
They gonna get y'all motherfuckers gonna get kicked out now, spitting on people.
Yeah, word.
It's gonna be bad, man. But just watching him do his thing in the ring is, it's inspiring because as a fan, like you say, we all fans of the culture. And it's like, damn, if you see somebody do it, you're like, hold up, I know I can do a better job than that shit. Or if or I want to do that. Like, fuck that, man. Like, I want to do that shit. Like,
but it gives you the confidence to want to do more, right? It makes you want to at least try to do it better, right?
Right, absolutely. And then, when I watched him, I'm like, that's not the angle I want to come in with. I'm more of I don't want to be, I feel like, listen, I love what Bad Bunny's doing, but also feel like that's more of he's not getting hurt. You know what I mean? And, it feels like if they picked him up, then they'll let him slide down and then
of course,
somebody, right? Whereas me, I want the Shaquille O'Neal shit. Like, I loved what Shaq did. That shit was entertaining.
Yo.
It was fucking great. Shaq went to the table. I loved it. There was nothing committed. He did
Shaq
it.
did a great job, yo. That was great. All around.
No, I enjoyed that shit. It was so entertaining. He got hit in the back with a chair. He turned around and started whooping everybody's ass. It was terrible.
Like Shaq should, right?
Absolutely. And then he took the fall to the table. Like, that's a once in a lifetime opportunity type of thing to say, like, yo, I did that. Even if it's one time or two times, it's like, yo, I really did that. And for me, I don't like to half-ass when I do anything. You know what I'm saying? I want to really, I want that shit to be right when I do it. You know what I mean? I want to make sure everything is right. That's why when I said I want to do it, believe it or not, even though it was some hate, but it was also a lot of top dudes that was reaching out, like, yo, Bow, let me train you. Bow, I rock with you. Come train. And the reason why I decided to go with Rikishi was because...
Thank you. I was going to ask that. Yeah. Why Rikishi?
Yeah. I was because, number one, I heard he was a fucking hell of a trainer. We're talking about somebody who's been in the ring for fucking ever, right? Knows the ins and outs. But also, me and him have a weird connection, man. It was a couple years back. I was getting on a flight, and I recognized him in first class, and I said, "Oh shit, that's Rikishi." And I think my security was like, "What?" I said, "Yo, oh man, that's fucking Rikishi." Like, dog, I gotta say something. Like, I gotta say something. Oh, I'll put the key in the thing. See what I'm saying? look, the Fiend, or the Taker. What the fuck is going on? Shot lights just went off.
I think it was Randy Orton, bro. Relax. It's Soldier Boy. It's Soldier Boy there. It's Soldier Boy there with you right now. All right. Just making sure. Just making sure.
But Randy Orton got the Fiend after you, bro.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? That would have been some crazy shit, bro. Listen, I ain't gonna lie. I would have been, hey, y'all would have seen me. I ain't trained yet. I would have got the fuck out this room. All right?
I'm out.
DQ, ring the bell, DQ. But yeah, man, you know, I picked him because, like I said, crazy stories on the flight together. I recognized we took a flick. Then he recognized me, like, oh, you Bow. I'm like, yo, you Rikishi. And then we talked for a little bit, and I told him how much of a fan I was. And you know, so when he reached out to me, I said, "Oh shit!" Like we already ran into each other a couple times, and I remember the first time we met. And then before I even said, "Yo, dog, I'm down," like I rock with you for sure, because I want to feel comfortable too. You know what I'm saying? So when I believe he sent me a link, he said, "Check this out," and I said, "Yo, bro," I call him OG. I'm like, "OG, where you based out of?" He's like, "I'm in California. My spot is in Cali. Like, it's the perfect situation for you." And when I looked it up, he sent me the link. I said, "Oh yeah, this is it right here." I said, "Yeah, this is it. This makes sense. My daughter's in LA. I do a lot of business in LA, as we all know. And for me to do it, but he knows, like I know, I don't want to half-ass with it though. So that's why I said, if you notice, I said after I put out this last specialty project, then I can just totally focus on film and TV. But TV also is getting ready for the WWE, training, eating right. I'm working out, getting in shape. Like I'm losing weight now because I had to put on weight for Fast 9. So I'm losing the weight off, and I'm going to do it. And he's not going to take it easy on me. This is not going to be he already said it. I don't know if y'all saw, he did an interview recently, and he was like, "I'm not going to take it easy on his ass."
Of course.
Like, ain't going to be no sugarcoating. He going to come in here. That's my guy. We're going to get him going. And he going to take a couple bumps and bruises. He going to take them. You know what I mean? But it's going, you know, you give me 2 months of that shit every day or every other day, however we gonna do it, I'm gonna be straight. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna surprise a lot of motherfuckers, bro. Like, it's a lot of things. Like, when I did the Masked Singer, motherfuckers thought I couldn't dance. They thought it was Mariana Chris Brown.
Yo, I had no fucking idea.
People didn't know that. People didn't know I could dance. They knew I could probably Harlem Shake back in my day, but they didn't know I could full on choreograph, like, dance. And that fucked people up.
But you sing it too.
You know what I'm saying? So back flipping, all that shit, I'm with it.
How comfortable are you with building up or getting bigger? If they tell you they want you to get bigger?
Yeah, I can do that. Like I can do that. But I'm still short, so I can't look like, you know, I look like one of those like pug dogs or some shit like that.
It's like Christian Law.
Yeah,
Chico and shit.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Exactly.
Right, we on the same field right here. I know what you mean.
Yeah,
y'all the same height.
Yeah, but I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it, and I think that you know, once people really see it, because when I start putting out the videos and I start putting out the little training sessions and all of that shit, and they really see for real, like I'm like, damn, like he really transforming the dieting, just everything. I'm really taking this shit for real.
Everybody want to see you take that first bump, man. They want to see you take that first bump and hit the ropes. That's what.
Yo, you know the real agenda. Yeah. He's trying to thirst trap those 43-year-old now that used to sell out MSG, watching them in concert.
Listen, I'm with all the smoke, bro. Like I'm with all the smoke. Like, I want to do it, man. I want to fall through a table. Man. I want to throw motherfuckers through a table. I definitely want to hit somebody with a chair. I want to do it all, man. I'm a risk taker, bro. I'm a risk taker.
You want to get hit by a chair?
Why not?
He's like, not that part.
But, yeah, that's the part my manager in the back, like, okay, now we're talking about this part. Now, hold on now. Wait, whoa. I didn't know this part was coming.
So I'm glad you said all that, right? I was, because I'm curious as to what Bow Wow, right? Because you said you were gonna wrestle under Bow Wow, right?
You know what? I like Shad Marsu. Honestly, I think that's a wrestling name. It's a wrestling name, right? Yeah, it just connects. And I thought about that. I thought about wardrobe. I thought about a lot of different things.
So I want to go into that, right? Because I know, like, wrestling fans, like, we do that, right? We've seen our entrance 100 times. Like, we've thought about our WrestleMania moments.
The only reason you buy 2K.
The only reason you buy 2K, right?
So to some dresses, so
yeah, right. Alternate attires and shit. So what does Shad Moss's moveset look like? Like, what does that character look like?
High flyer, man.
High flyer, okay. Okay.
I'm quick. You know, it's not gonna be. I wouldn't be a power wrestler. I'm more of your the rockers type of guy.
Okay.
Maybe just a couple notches down, but it'd be more of that electrifying. You know, I'm small too, so I gotta use. It's gotta be believable and it's gotta be right. Like if I was to wrestle TBAR, for example, my whole object would be I just gotta annoy the fuck out of him. Like he's so tall and big, I gotta make him get down, reach me, slide underneath his legs, pop out. You know what I'm saying? Hit the ropes one time. He grabbed. No, you can't get it. Oh no! Like it's gotta be the most annoying shit until he catches my little ass and it's like, all right, I got him. You know what I'm saying? But for me, it's high flying, it's speed, it's a lot of movement, and electrifying, man. That's what I want to be. I just got to use my size, use my quickness, use my agility, and just go out there and just have fun. But that's how I see my guy. That's how I see me being. And as far as attire, man, it's got to be all black. All black. All black something.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
all black something for sure. All black.
Okay.
All black.
So you feeling Sting vibes right there? Like black, white Sting? Is that what you talking about?
Not even, I mean, white would definitely be in there. But majority black though, for sure. I already got my logo. You know, I got my own merch and shit. So
Okay.
I already got all my shit already on my online store. So, you know, I'm making my own. I'm making my own shit.
You were hype.
Trunks.
You were hype about Ultimate Warrior, so I gotta ask, right? Face paint?
Nah.
Okay.
No face paint
for you.
No face paint.
I ain't gonna cover the money maker, right?
Yeah. Can't do it.
Ultimate Warrior did that shit for a reason, bro. Come on.
No. See, I like face paint because it shows the wear and tear during the match.
It
Very
does.
physical.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like by the end of the match,
Right.
if Sting had no face paint, you know the match was popping.
Yep.
Hey yo, and also they should implement that into the fucking video game too. I feel like with this whole next gen shit that we have, like they should incorporate that into the next, you know, WWE 2K game. It should be like if you have face paint, the shit wears off. And can we please keep the blood on and us not have to like go in the set and turn the shit on? It should just be
Mad
on
annoying, bro.
Listen, that's why he did develop Battlegrounds. Like, leave that for the kids. Like, you know what I mean? Come on, man.
Yeah, man. Leave the blood on, man.
Listen, we've done it. We've talked about the historical, the golden era, the gaming, and all that. Your knowledge of the business, man, is it's good, man. We know. I love that you said bridging the gap earlier, right? Because that's where we want to get to. And I made it a point of saying back in previous episodes, I would love to see hip hop be more involved,
absolutely,
in wrestling, right? And more collaboration. It's rough when you got the Twitter shit involved and all that, but hopefully this clears up, man, because it seems like you know pretty well about the business. I gotta ask you though, you seem to be very WWE heavy. Is it WWE or bust for you?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a great question.
Oh, that's tough. You know what? That's tough. Not WWE.
All those ones that you put in your head right there, all of them. All of those ones that you was thinking.
Call them out. Which are the ones you thinking?
You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna pick one, man. Listen, man. It's like this, right? Not to compare it like that, but I mean, shit. It's either wrestling is wrestling. You can either go overseas and ball, and that's professional wrestling. You can go to the motherfucking NBA and play. And to me, the NBA will always be the WWE. You know what I'm saying? That's where you want to go. And the reason why is because there's over 50 years of history. There's over 50 years in the business. Whereas, shit, they bought out the fucking competition. They let you know right there. And yes, you're gonna have new companies come along and try to see what they're not doing to try to make it more cooler or make it like this or that and the third. But it's the fact that shit is a juggernaut, man. That's gonna be hard. It's gonna take some time to take that tower down, man. So for me, I want the biggest. I want the biggest of the biggest, and until I see something that's bigger than WrestleMania, it's the WWE for me.
Okay. So let me ask NXT.
Oh, go ahead, JP.
What if it's NXT?
What I do NXT? Yeah, but for me, no. Like if that was, I would entertain it, but for me, no. If Bad Bunny, I haven't seen him do anything that's been that off the wall crazy yet. He won the belt on some whatever type of shit. there's no way I'm gonna go NXT and bust my ass and go crazy.
Yeah.
And he's up, and he's upstairs, and I'm in the living room. He's upstairs. NXT, I'm in the living room. Nah, I need to be upstairs. I gotta go upstairs.
It's too late. But you gotta show them that you take more bumps than Bad Bunny at this point. Yeah. That's the goal right now.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, no, I'm going all in, bro.
So I have a question. How long do you want your wrestling career to be? Is this something that like you're just looking for, I don't know, a WrestleMania moment, or is this something like you're really building for a legitimate couple of years?
Yeah,
you know,
what's
that look like?
This is what's crazy. I'm gonna go with whatever flows. So let's say WrestleMania is it, right? I know this rumor's gonna start. Oh my God, he confirmed he's definitely doing WrestleMania. But let's say WrestleMania, we do it. and it's a fucking splash. It's a hit. It's no different than what Bad Bunny is. You gotta bring it back. You gotta bring it back. So as long as the people want it and as long as it's working, why not? It can last however long we can make it last. That'll be my thing. It could turn into something like how my movie career was. I had no idea that I would act. You know, I thought I would just rap, and it just so happened. Oh, the kid could play basketball too. Oh, that's I'm in a movie like Mike. Like I didn't ask for it, but it just happened, and I turned it. I just rode that ride, and if I get into this shit, and it just so happens to just be like, oh shit, this shit really took off. Like it went from a tweet, me saying I want to do this shit, to now like this shit is big. To the point where I just flew, and I was in the Delta Sky Club. I had my mask on and shit, and I'm getting a Sprite at the bar. Can't make this up. It just happened like 4 days ago. Guy puts my straw in my cup. He goes, you know, I'm waiting on that debut, big dog. Yeah, man. You want some ice in this Sprite? I'm like, what debut? You gonna be at WrestleMania? You wrestling? Yeah. So I'm like, oh shit. So that, you know, the people are aware, and and you know, like I said, man, if they love it, and know this, they gonna fuck with it. I'm gonna entertain you. You ain't got nothing to worry about that. I'm gonna put in 150%. That's one thing you gotta worry about. You might not like the idea when you heard it, but I guarantee you, the whole fucking world will watch just to see what would happen or what's gonna happen when Bow Wow fights whoever he's gonna go up against in a match. You know, motherfuckers will tune in, whether it's for laughs, whether it's for jokes, which that's what I hope they're gonna tune into until they see some shit like this motherfucker's good. Like, damn, like I'm really entertained by this shit. Like, all right, Val, like that's the reaction I want to get from the people. Like, okay, I was going in this, I thought he was chasing the bag real quick. Thought he was just invading the culture to, you know, to get some TV time. But no, this motherfucker really is doing this shit. And that's what I want to do. I want to earn the respect. I don't really want it given. Okay. So that's why I'm willing to go train with Rikishi on my own time. Not I signed with the WWE and it's okay, well, we got Bow Wow. Let's go send him down to Florida. Let's go send him down to let's go send him to go train. No, I'm ready to go. Like once we get what we're trying to get out of this and the situation is settled, I don't gotta train no more. That shit's done. I'm in shape. I'm ready to go. I know how to take my bump. I know how to fall. I got all of this shit. I'm ready. I've been doing, you know what I'm saying? So I want to come in ready. And I'm not gonna get in until I'm ready.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it's key, and it sounds like you're ready, man. Shad, you sound well prepared. Your head is on straight, man. Yo, you already got me anticipating the first training video, man. The first steps. Oh man, I can't wait to see
IG Live
premiere. Before we close this shit out, can I go ahead and just say one thing? Because there's one person, like that. There's a question I didn't ask me.
Ooh.
Who would I want to wrestle?
Oh, we not.
Yeah,
done,
we haven't got.
We got a bunch of questions coming up.
But go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You brought it up. Go ahead.
Y'all know who I want. You can't come at me talking shit, and I'm gonna. No matter the size, height, whatever. And I know it sounds crazy, but it's been the person who I've kind of made relevant a little bit on Twitter, I guess, and gave him some followers. I want TBAR.
Ooh!
I want TBAR for sure. For sure.
Okay.
The challenge is laid out.
Yeah, and he tweets me every now and then like what does he call me? He calls me
Paw Patrol.
Paw Patrol. Yeah.
Patrol.
He'd be like, yo, Paw Patrol, how's that training going? Like he'll just dab in and out, and I'm like, oh, it's going good, You know what I'm saying? You know, and I throw a little, like I think I tweeted him the other day and I said, "Yo, you up? Like you know, you up with the eye emoji?" So it'll be TBAR. I would want, I would want, because that's the buildup. Like I just feel like, and I told him, I said, bro, I said, bro, you're not gonna get a solo match at WrestleMania without me. Like that's just what it is. I'm like, you need me, T.
Oh man.
I'm like T-Bar, I got you on this. I got the WWE on the shade room. Y'all ain't never been T-Bar, you ain't never been blogged about in your life unless it's WWE.com. Stop, bro. I'm really expanding your whole entire brand right now. You know what I'm saying? I got you looking real good right now. People didn't even know the word. They thought you was Bane from Batman. Now everybody know you are a wrestler. And you have to thank me for that. And Batman. Yeah, so you know, I don't mind doing a little charity work with T-Bar. You know what I mean? Raising his status a little bit.
T-Bar, for all it's worth, he had his bangers with Keith Lee. He is a tremendous wrestler.
Watch NXT. Watch
Big
NXT.
Boy.
Dominic
Big boy.
Yo.
You ready? You ready for that?
Yeah, man. T-Bar, that's what I want.
He was like
T-Bar.
6'7" for years, bro. He good.
I want T-Bar. Listen, if Floyd Mayweather could fight the Big Show, I know that's boxing. That was all whatever. Then I don't see why we can't have another David and Goliath moment, man.
Let's do it. Bow. Listen, I don't want to take up too much more of your time. I know you're a very busy man. We like to end with a round of chair shots. We call it the lightning round. Mischief, you want to just take it away from here?
We end it with the lightning round. It's called around the chair shots. You dyslexic bastard.
A bitch.
Yo, you motherfucker. Every time. All right. Shad, real quick, baby. What's your favorite cheat meal? Because I know you be working out. What's up?
Oh, my goodness. Favorite cheat meal for me? Damn. Chicken fettuccine Alfredo.
Oh. You got a favorite spot?
Yeah, that's a good question.
You got a favorite spot?
My chef, shout out to Chef Nail, my chef. That's who's taking all the carbs out right now. I want to fire him so bad, but I can't. Yeah, she took the carbs out. She took the carbs out, man. No carbs, but yeah, Chef Nail, man.
Yo, tell him to use that like cream, bro. You good?
I can't help it, man. This shit is so fire. Oh,
what's your favorite movie?
Breaking 1 and Breaking 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Wow.
Nice.
Okay.
Breakdance movie, yeah.
Okay.
For all the non-hip-hop fans that's watching right now, yeah, back in the early 80s, breakdancing movie, so big hip-hop movie, so yeah, my favorite.
Impactful movie to the culture of breakdancing, baby. That movie. Ooh.
You be breakdancing?
No. Now that I can't.
Harlem shaking.
I feel like, yo, so we got to ask explicitly, right? We got to ask these questions explicitly so we can know. All right. Superpower. What if you could have any superpower? What would it be?
Invisible.
Ooh. You creep.
You creep.
You can get into anything. You can get into anything. Nothing can stop you. Nothing. There's no limit. What can stop you?
Have you seen The Invisible Man?
I saw parts and pieces of it, but not really. But the guy really wasn't dead or something. He was wearing like an
invisible suit. Yeah, invisible suit.
Yeah. I just couldn't really get into it.
It's like it's another.
Yeah.
Right. Who do you want to meet, either real or fictional? If you could meet anybody, ever, live, dead, fictional, anybody.
Man, I met a lot of people. Damn.
That's why this question is important.
Probably the Ultimate Warrior.
Ooh.
Yeah, probably the Ultimate Warrior.
Got anything you would ask him? Anything specific or general?
Nah, just give him his flowers, man. Just let him know, like, yo, like, you really meant a lot to my childhood. Like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, the wrestling buddies, I had that. You know what I'm saying? the whole thing, the shaking the head, the knees rocking up and down. You know, just the whole thing, man.
Bro, he was captivated. Yeah, man. Listen, I remember being like 3 years old, but still watching his promo, scared as shit, but behind the wall watching it because I'm like, oh shit, he thinks shit. But I was scared. Man. You know what I mean? Because he was intense.
Yeah.
He was intense.
I would tell him too, man. I would tell him, I still to this day haven't seen a more iconic moment of him and Hogan when he beat Hogan at WrestleMania. I haven't seen nothing like that. That moment was special. It was the passing down of the torch. It was giving it down to the new. It was like if Jordan was handing LeBron the baton and saying, it's you now, go run with it. And the business is yours. It's all on you. And I love that moment. It was special.
Dope. Bow, let me ask you this question, man. You're a worldly man, right? You have so many connections in so many different industries, right? Who is a wrestling mark like yourself that we would never know?
I was about to say Wale, but y'all know.
Yeah.
For sure.
In the industry, you know who I think is? I might be wrong, but I'm gonna jump off the limb with this one. I think Wiz.
Wiz Khalifa.
Ooh.
I don't want to say Wiz. I know Machine Gun rocks. I know Machine MGK. He rocks with it. But I want to say
some work. He did some work with 2K for WWE. So
yeah, I think I would say Wiz. I think Wiz will be a guest. For me. I think Wiz.
Okay.
So you're a man of plentiful means. What is the worst purchase you've ever made?
The worst purchase I've ever made.
You're like, why the fuck I bought this shit, bro? This is what the fuck, man?
The worst purchase.
And was it on the black card?
No, actually, that was a great purchase I purchased on my Amex. Wow, worst purchase. I don't know if I have a worst purchase, but I have like a worst moment with money.
Okay.
I was tipsy. I was drunk, and I was moving too fast, and I didn't mean to send. I sent the girl like $15,000. I didn't mean to send $15,000. And then you know what happened? You know what happened?
She ghosted.
No. I said, hey, yo, whoa. I sent you like 10 over. You got to send 10 back. She sends me the screenshot and goes, well, when you sent the money, it messed up my account. So now they closed my account out. I'm like, so where the fuck is the tip? Like, how I'm going to get my money back? To this day, I still haven't got my money back.
Are you serious?
No. So that was probably the dumbest shit I did. Like, I was lit and I was just trying to like sell her really fast. Like, oh my God. Yeah. I'm not gonna say what I was selling for. Well, I was, from Atlanta. I'll go ahead and say we're getting some ones. I'm from Atlanta. We're getting some ones. I was sending her the 5 bands, so she gonna get 5,000 ones. Have a good little time. And I end up, sending too much. I thought she thought, okay. Send that shit back.
It happens to all of us, just not like you, brother. Just not like you.
That was the dumbest thing. That was the dumbest shit.
That's more places.
Well, let me ask you a question, bro. Yep. Speaking of what you just talked about, I mean, you have a reputation. You have a wonderful, wonderful grocery list, if we may say, right?
Motherfucker.
As you're talking about you being in wrestling, which one of your exes would you choose to be your valet, your manager? Who would fit that role?
Erica Mena.
I knew it.
Yo, he's been dying to ask you that.
She gonna fight.
Weeks.
I knew it.
She gonna fight.
Yep.
So if I'm getting beat up, I know she gonna handle the lightweight. She gonna fight.
Right. I knew it. Yo, what would be your songs would you pick for your entrance music?
That was one of my questions too. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know you.
I've reached out to some people, but this is one person that comes in mind that I would want to do mine. That'd be Kendrick Lamar probably. I wouldn't want K-Dot to do it, but maybe have somebody else do the beat. But Kendrick for sure.
Dope.
What about one of your songs though? If you had to choose one of your songs.
If I had to choose one of mine, Fresh as I Miss.
Ooh, I like
that. Dun. It'd have to be that one.
Song that fits with everything. Yeah, facts. Okay.
Yeah, it's got to be something. The dopest theme music are the shit that when you first hear it. That's why the Undertaker shit is so classic and iconic, and it'll be nothing like it. Because we hear that dong, that's it. The whole crowd just goes crazy. So it's the first. With Stone Cold, it's the glass breaking. With the Rock, it's the if you slip. As soon as you hear the if you, it's over. You know what I mean? So it's that when you hear Cena the Rumble, dun 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 dun, like you just know it's coming. So it'd have to be something that impacts hard right off the first listen.
I like that.
Nice.
Like that.
Yep.
So for you play sports, right? You're an athletic guy. What's the dumbest way you've been injured?
I've never been injured in my life.
Really? So you've never been even like hurt?
Never mind.
Like even like stupid shit?
Never been injured. Bro. Never been injured in my life.
Your knees still good? You fucking still?
Everything.
It doesn't hurt when you get out of bed?
Nope.
Motherfucker, man.
Nope.
Damn.
Never had it. Never had an injury. Never had an injury. Never had surgery. Nothing.
Fucking
God bless,
knock
God bless,
on
brother.
wood.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Bow, that Matt Hurts and the ring.
He's ready. He's ready
Oh,
for
I
that.
know.
Like, you know, it hurt. Yo, I had marks for days, brother. I had marks for days. I was like, what's going on?
I'm trying to tell you. I tell my boys all the time. I'm like, man, they say, man, you fall on a fucking mattress. I'm like, okay.
That shit is not a mattress.
All right. I said, you know, I said, you know, it's wood. I said, there's wood underneath that shit. I'm like, you do know that. There's wood underneath that shit, man.
Hey,
You know
don't
what I mean?
watch Tommaso Ciampa versus Johnny Gargano in that takeover where they destroy the ring. Let them watch that, and they can.
They'll show you everything that's under there.
Yeah, I tell them all the time, man, you can't fake no fall, man. Like, you got to fall on your back. I'm like, so, you know, if you know, now I will say this. The one thing that might be tough for me is if someone gets me in that corner and on my bare chest. Whoa.
You don't want ground
That,
beef, baby.
yo, listen. Whoa. That shit gonna wake me up. I already know for a fact, but I'm ready for it, man. It's gonna be exciting. And like I said,
prepared, brother. Because
yeah,
you know
it's coming.
Going to Rikishi school, you know that's coming. They're gonna make you pay your dues.
Stay away from Walter. Do not talk to him.
Leave him the fuck. Don't go to Europe. Don't go to Europe.
Nah.
Don't do it.
I'm gonna follow you on that.
What's your dream match?
What's my dream match for me?
Yep.
Yeah, that WrestleMania. Let's max it out, right? That WrestleMania moment. If you could have your ideal WrestleMania moment, your ideal dance partner in that ring, who would that be? What's that match look like? Anybody.
Ooh, this is tough. This is the toughest question of the night. It's just, would I make it a triple threat?
Ooh, I like
stipulations right now.
You see, folks, that's how you know this man's a fan. This man is a fan. He knows what he's talking about right here.
He's
thinking, because I'm thinking hard too. Because I got these names that are floating, but WrestleMania, what up? Randy Orton got to be in there.
Got to be big,
Orton.
yeah.
Randy Orton's in this match.
Yo, Randy Orton. Who knew he loved hip hop, bro? That's been the dope shit about this.
Soldier Boy's in this match, but he has to be tagged. He has to tag up with Randy.
Yeah.
They have to make it work.
I thought you were going to say Soldier Boy has to be Jimmy Hart.
And then it's me and T-Bar. We have to match up.
Shit. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Okay.
We need you behind creative, man. We need you right behind creative when you get there. Talk to them real
That's
quick.
That's what I would do. It'd be that moment where it's like, you thought you were fighting, T-Bar. He's your partner. It's like, oh man, shit. What the fuck? How's that gonna work? This motherfucker is like, I don't like him. How is this gonna work? He doesn't like me. I don't like him. Randy Orton, and I see the match, like, I don't even want to give it away. But just know it's not going to end well. This is probably going to end up being a melee, and we're going to stop one to team up and be kumbaya, and we're just going to all just kick each other's asses.
On the addendum to that question, how would you like to take the RKO from Randy Orton?
I'm not going to let him get a chance to do it.
Woo!
Never. Woo!
And I've been seeing people saying that, oh, well, he's going to RKO your ass. You bow out, man, he gonna have to catch me first. He's gonna have to get me.
Yeah. Too quick.
He's gonna have to get me first.
I like that.
So
by the way, there's tape on Randy. Years of tape. No tape on Bow.
Ooh. Damn.
He's not gonna know. He's not gonna have a clue. He's not gonna know.
That's facts.
So I see this energy with you right here, right? And like people that know you, follow your career, you haven't been able to show this side besides like maybe love of hip hop, right? But beyond that, you haven't shown this side.
Yeah, man. Like,
for you, like when it comes to Fast 9, are we gonna see a little bit of that?
little bit of stunt and choreography we talking about?
Because yo, in Tokyo Drift,
Yeah, you'll see. Oh man, what
you out of your element. You know what I mean? It was tough in Tokyo Drift. You in a different world. You know what I mean?
Oh no, well, with this one, I'm in my world.
Okay.
This one, to sum it up, Fast 9 to me is pretty much our Avengers. It's the first time we're all coming together. I mean, rest in peace to Paul Walker forever. We all know that. But I mean, I call it the Avengers of Fast and Furious because it's the first time the fans get a chance to see everyone mobbing together, right? And it's just really a queuing up to F10, which I don't want to confirm this, but they were saying that could be the last one. So to have us all there together for the first time ever, it's new. It's something that the people wanted, and yeah, man, it's a lot of action, and like I said, I don't want to give nothing away, but I'm right at home. Twinkie's right at home. You know my character. I'm right at home. I'm back doing what I'm doing. The only thing that I'm not doing, I'm not hustling as much. I'm not.
I was gonna ask you that. I was gonna ask you. You got some iPads in the backpack, like.
But there's plenty of the same thing that you get from the Twinkie character. Of course, when you see the wardrobe, you'll notice that is very, very much the same. I wore nothing but brand Jordan, and Tokyo Drift. So you see that back, just paying homage and honor to the character. So I think you guys are gonna enjoy it, man. It's gonna be kick ass, man. And plus we got Cena's in the movie. Doing his John's in the movie, doing his thing, and yeah, man, I can't wait, man. This summer.
Tell him to give you chops.
Here we go. Cena, stay away, bro. Stay away, man.
No chops.
How was it working with a legend in the industry like John Cena?
Yeah, man. Well, actually, I didn't, cause man, so the production is so big when we film Fast that you got some guys in Ireland, you might have guys in Iceland, and then we're in London, and John might be over there in a whole other country filming while we're over here filming. Like that's how big production is. So I didn't get a chance to actually see John on set at all this time. I've seen everybody else, but that's how big. It's a lot of characters for us in our schedule. We're in, out, 2 days off. Comes in. When I come in, John might have the day off. He, he gets a week off, goes home, sees family or whatnot, or we'll break. So, yeah, I'm just excited, man. Just like the fans to see how it looks when it's all put together. But I'm excited, man. It's gonna be dope.
Did COVID fuck up a premiere party?
I don't know how that's gonna work. Maybe we'll do a virtual one or something. I don't know how it's gonna. I don't know how it's gonna work because I'm so used to going to movie premieres, man. I think that's one of the best things about doing a movie, walking down Hollywood Boulevard, knowing that you're in the picture and fans across the street screaming. So I know it's still difficult times and people are still trying to figure it out. Yeah, it's gonna be tough to see how we can pull that off, but it would be amazing if we could, though.
Well, as fans, we definitely waiting for it.
You talk a lot about the fans, and I appreciate that, and I especially love like your feel for the character and like the ambiance and like Ultimate Warrior, right? The intensity and everything. So it's a real interesting perspective, and I have to ask, what's more important, the face or the heel? Yes.
I don't think. Let me tell you, when I was tweeting, everybody said, "Yo, Val is definitely being healed the way he's talking. Like the way he's tweeting back and the shit talking it's amazing."
Yeah.
And I think we've seen heels become fucking fan favorites. Like people like a good bad guy sometimes. Like we've seen it. Like motherfucker is supposed to be the bad guy, but fucking kids just love him, right?
Anti-hero, baby.
And then we've seen, on the opposite end, we've seen some guys just there's not a bad string about them, and you've seen the crowd like this shit is I don't like this. It's too clean. It's too soft. It's not. There's no edge to it. It's get the fuck out of here with this bullshit, right? Like for a minute, Cena used to get it. You know what I mean? Cena used to get it for a minute. Like you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
oh yeah.
I think we live in an era where now cool is you gotta have some edge to you, man. You gotta have a little bit of that shit, and And I think that's important, man. So I don't know, man. A heel, I feel like a good heel is entertaining as hell. Like, think about this, man. The Fiend, man, that was my dude. Like, when I saw him come, I'm like, yo, this shit brought me back into watching wrestling. It wasn't no good guy, but for some reason, motherfucker was so dope. I want him to win. I wanted this motherfucker to win. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to win so much, and I purposely put the belt. I stripped the belt off, on 2K, gave it to him. You ain't got to even fight.
He said, fuck the rules.
I'm giving it to you because in the real world, I want you to be the champ in the real world. Like, so that's just how it goes, man. And, you even look back at Kane. Kane was probably, you know, a heel that the fucking world just loved, man. And he was still a heel while we loved him as if he wasn't a heel. You know what I mean? So I just think it's all about I think it's all about your swag. I think it's all about how you bring the character to life. But it's like in my game, bro, in the rap game, you're too clean cut, you get looked over. You got a little bit of dirtiness, a little bit of edge on you. It keeps people entertained, tune in on what's he gonna do next, and it keeps people's eyes on you. So I've seen artists be clean and just too good their whole career. And
you know how much dirt Drake had to do to fucking live off of the grassy? You know how long?
Hey, don't talk too loud. Drake saying right above me. No lie. We're in the same exact hotel right now, so no lie.
Tell him I the
I cannot make this shit up. He's right up there. Right in the same hotel.
I'm glad you ended that question on that clean cut good guy, right? Because there are two names that stand out to me that you didn't mention at all. And since this has been a WWE kind of centered conversation, you never brought up Drew McIntyre or Roman Reigns.
I was gonna bring up Rome. I was gonna bring up Rome. I like Rome. I like Rome. Rome is dope. I fuck with Rome. I do a lot. I fuck with Rome.
Or like
not even a but. You know. Because I mentioned when Soldier was going at Randy, I mentioned two names, and I told him because after I told him, yo, bro, like leave Randy the fuck alone, like that's just a type of thing. Fans hit me and said, well, you're a dog, man. Why would you want to fight Roman Reigns, man? You think it just makes sense, man. Like, you know, and I replied back, and I said, man, you out your fucking mind. I'm not fighting Roman Reigns. Are you fucking serious? Like, so you want him to spear me? You want that? You want him to? Like, that's what we're doing. I'm not fighting Roman fucking Reigns. Like, I'm not.
But if
I'm not.
McMahon, Vincent Kennedy McMahon told you, Bow Wow, I want you in the main event with Roman Reigns.
Oh, no, man. Hell no. Hell no, man. No.
This check ain't big enough.
Nah, you want me to, you know, the Miz, we can work around that little weight class area right there. I'm not, you know, that you fight Roman Reigns, I might as well go for Brock. I mean, what the fuck? You know what I mean? I might as well go for Bobby after that.
So no Brock, no Bobby. You said,
no, man, listen. Hell no. Oh no, man. Hey, listen, man. Listen. Nah, man. You know, and before we get off, I just got to say this. I know, you know, me and the Hurt Business, we've had our little tweeting too. Because I seen it wasn't Bobby, but you know, one of the guys. I'm not gonna say his name. He said something, and I said something back to him. I said, yeah, I can't be in no crew where guys buy suits from Ross. That's just not my thing. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I do. But I gotta say that I'm very pleased and I'm proud. You know what I mean? We have, you know, Bobby's a champion for us to. I believe is he the second? Is he the second African American? Third.
Yeah, The Rock, Kingston, and Bobby Lashley. That's crazy, man.
So yeah, big shout out to the WWE and big shout out to Bobby for that. It's an accomplishment. It's history. And all jokes aside, you know, that's something that, you know, I just got to go ahead and just tip my hat off to those guys that are Hurt Business, because, you know, they're racking up a lot of belts right now, and they're looking real good. They're looking real good.
Listen, you mentioned his name, your name twin, Shad, man. We saw him when Kofi won. Him and Tears at the bar.
Yeah, man.
You know?
Right.
Like,
that was big.
That lets you know how serious this is. Like the fact there's only 3, that's crazy, man. That's unheard of. You know, big, and that lets you know how monumentous it is from people that have been in that room and not have been chosen. You know what I mean? To see that. Oh man.
Hey, yo, guess what, Savage? I'm trying to be 4th, bro. Before we get up out of here, I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm trying to be the 4th.
Woo! So. Okay.
When Bobby loses it, now I'm off my positive tip. When Bobby loses it, whoever picks it up, I'm going at that person. Until then.
So I'm glad you said that. The last question I got for you tonight is, what's the last thing you want wrestling fans to know about Shad Moss?
The fact that,
Bow Wow.
Yeah, man. The fact that I respect the culture. You know, for me, it hurts as a fan when you see people like, oh, he don't know shit. Like, listen, my road manager was right here telling me, wrap it up. We got to go pick up the check real quick. I'll be here all night talking wrestling all day. So for me, it's, you know, I don't want it, and I'm glad that's why we signed on to do this interview with each other. I don't want it to come off like, okay, here's another entertainer outside of the culture who's trying to come in our culture. Well, shit, that's how rappers feel about a lot of people that come in our shit too, right? But if you take it serious and you follow the protocol and you really gonna get on your craft and get out here and not really bullshit, then we gonna love you for it. You know what I mean? So that's what I want the wrestling fans to know, that this isn't just no, Bow Wow woke up and decided, hey, I've done everything except this. And this was, hey, yo, I'm really starting to see, you know, it's very entertainment, like acting, character, me pulling that, I act. Y'all seen what I do, so this is not too far fetched. All I gotta do is get the athletic part and the training, the proper training. And once I do that, I'm good to go. I'm gonna have everything down packed. My promos is gonna be second to none. My shit gonna be right. So
I agree.
So my whole thing is just I'm coming in a respectful way. You know, I'm gonna talk my shit and entertain the world. I'm gonna do that. But at the same time, just know behind all of that, there's love for it, for the culture, a special place. It's still here for the WWE. It will always be. And, you know, this isn't just no one-off thing. I'm not coming to suck blood out of it. I'm coming to have fun. I'm coming to wreck shit up. I'm coming to make a statement and to let every fucking kid know around the world, man, like whatever you want to do, you can do it. And Bow Wow can be in a frog costume and make it to the finals of Masked Singer, rap, be on Death Row Records, the most gangster ass record label of all time, and then I don't know, find some magic shoes and beat every NBA player.
I showed my students that shit last year.
Then damn it, I can go to the WWE and win at least one belt and make history. So that's what's on my mind, man. But I just gotta thank you guys, man, because this was a lot of fun. I know we've been trying to catch each other for a long time, and my road manager's sitting over here looking like he's looking
thank
like
you,
Virgil.
Shad. I appreciate you for the time, man. Thank you,
brother. Best of luck.
He's not as chiseled as Virgil was for Ted DiBiase, but you know
Virgil's a Hall of Famer. I don't know if you knew.
Yeah.
Shad, thank you for doing your due diligence here in the wrestling world here, man.
Yo, thanks a lot, brother. Appreciate it, man.
Hey, you know what, baby? Appreciate y'all, man. Stay in touch.
Thank you.
Anytime you Jersey, hit us up, bro.
And